Alright. Now we should be able to work. Okay, welcome back to the channel, guys. We're gonna play some Hearthfire 3. Now, on my computer, sometimes this game crashes, and you're thinking, why would you do that if this game crashes? Well, it's because I played this game off screen extensively since I got the new hard drive, and I haven't had any problems with this game since. So I think it was a space issue last time. So we're gonna try recording and streaming this at the same time and see how this goes. Okay, we want to change the map mode here. There we go. And production, I do want to adjust that. I don't want these things produced right now. As far as units are concerned, we're gonna do 3 units at the same time. And I think, yeah, there we go. This is basically building your own division, apparently. It's not something I delve into in the many hours I've spent on this game since I got the new hard drive. Typically I just click this menu here, and it's preconceived division, what do you call it? Division builds. But this is actually the first time that I actually built my own thing. Put some anti-tank in there. Alright. See how long that takes. So we'll get the first one on April 26th, 1936. And then we'll check them when the first one comes off and see when we get the next one. Now, I put an artillery division in each brigade because, a artillery brigade in each division, an anti-tank brigade in each division, because I want them to have a decent attack against whoever, whether it be tanks or artillery, whatever. So that's why I built it like that. Later, I'm probably going to put an anti-tank in there. Well, anti-air, I should say. That's what I meant to say earlier. But for right now, we're going to stick with anti-tank and artillery, because these guys won't have many airplanes. Now, when we get further down into Asia where the Brits are, Then I'm gonna start to put anti-air in my divisions as well. How do we actually? Okay, I'm having a dull moment there for a second. But I wanted to stream this for a long time, but I never did because earlier I would have some crashing issues. I was crashing all the time, and I said to myself, I was like, "There's no point in doing this when it's just gonna crash on me." Yes, this is later in the series. There's about 4 games right now, and as far as I know, they're working on 5, according to the information that my brother told me earlier. But I don't know if that is true right now. So, as far as I know, the Heartspire game series, if you will, stops at 4. I'm not sure if they are actually working on a 5th one or not. If you guys know that for sure, please tell me in the comments. Also, don't forget to like and comment on the videos because it helps me get out there. I know some people like to sit there and bash on me in the comments, but I don't really care because, you get entertainment value from anything else. If you want to sit there and make fun of me and how bad I suck in the controller games, it doesn't really bother me. But if it is something in which I can challenge you on, I will challenge you on it and I will prove you different. But personally, I don't care if you do that or what you do. But for right now, we're going to do Heartspire 3 and see what I can do with the Japanese here because I had a lot of success with Japan on Heartspire 2. Yes, I played Heartspire 2 as well. The only 2 that I did not really play would be this one and the first one. The only reason I say this one is because I did not spend a lot of time playing this one because of the fact that it would crash all the time. So I'm not counting on the fact that I've played this one before. Yes, I've played it long enough where I understand what's going on here, but I have not really played it enough to really get a game going at all. Which reminds me, I have to look at the technology here. I'm not doing anything. Let's get, no, that's 1938. Let's get Militia Small Arms and Militia Light Artillery. I'm gonna hit start research there. Okay, there we go. I should tell that. Infantry, support weapons. Okay. Naturally, let's get this if we can too. Alright, there we go. Now we should start researching stuff. I also plan to make Japan's industry go up big time, but it takes a year to even make one factory, so a couple factories to begin with. So what I'm planning on doing is taking this guy out, and then once I take him out, then we'll start to build the industry, and then we'll go towards China here. More than likely, China is going to try to gobble up some stuff before we even get there, but hopefully we can get a strong enough military where we can even fight against China itself, not just these small, tiny Chinese provinces. In Heartsfire 2, let me see if I can find them. Communist China was kind of OP as crap, so I don't know how they are. In all honesty, I don't know how they are in Heartsfire 3, but eventually we will find out. But my plan is to get this province here, and then get China, then get communist China, then go down, and maybe get Korea as well. But I don't know. But that's the current plan. In regards to Mongolia, I kind of want to stay away from that because the Soviets guard them like they have a pact. So I don't want to play around with that. So that's why we're kind of gonna leave Mongolia alone. I think what I'm gonna do is actually use the rest of our production power, if you will, or industrial capacity, refers to this game, to make some more industry, in all honesty. Let me try and figure that out. There we go. So I'm gonna, there we go, that's a little better. Now, we'll get these in about a year. In February of 37, which will increase our industrial capacity by 4. Factories, which is a decent amount. When I played the game off screen, I actually increased Japanese industrial power by 20 each time, but in all honesty, that was kind of too much because it took about a year to build each one, and it was just super late in the war and I wasn't doing anything. So that's why we're kind of doing the infantry divisions at the same time, because of the fact that I want to be able to expand. Now you'll see, for those of you that don't know the game, is 3 of these factories are green and the one at the bottom is now brown. It's because I'm about reaching my industrial capacity limit in regards to that. So it's going to take even longer. That one says April of 37 instead of February 37. So that's why that is why it shows that. But increasing your industrial capacity, or IC as this game refers to it, increases just about everything. It increases the amount of money you get, increases the amount of crude oil you get, increases the amount of minerals you get. It increases everything. So if you can go really whole hog on the industry, you're not going to have a problem. However, it's better to expand as well so you can put your factories in different areas. Oh, that reminds me. I need to go to intelligence here and lower neutrality. Now, in order to declare war on Hearthstone 3, you actually have to have a really low neutrality rate. And so, due to that fact, I'm actually going to maybe go to 3 times regular speed for a little bit until we actually get going. Then I'm going to slow it down. There we go. What I'm going to try and do is make what is it called? Make Japan basically stand on its own with very minimal allied support and see how far we can go. Basically, Japan versus the entire world. Well, Asian world anyway. It would be nice to get down to Africa and take all these minor countries, but that's really low on my list right now. I'm not planning on going down there, at least immediately. I want to take out my Asian neighbors and that kind of thing. Kind of want to stay away from dealing with the Soviet Union. As I said earlier, we might even get down to Europe as well. But I don't know, because again, I'm pretty sure like the second game, this game is limited to how long you can play actually. So we'll see how far we get with the Japanese by war's end. I would like to get into some Europe and African countries, but I don't know. I guess you could say that's in God's hands or fate's hands, whatever. But I'm gonna focus on Asia itself. As far as America is concerned, I'm not gonna play with them boys. I'm gonna keep them out of the war for as long as I can. There will be no Pearl Harbor if I have anything to say about it, but we'll see what happens. This really is set on a historical playthrough, so I don't know what's gonna happen. I'm hoping that I can somehow keep the Americans out of the conflict so I don't have to deal with them. And you can hear the fact that I'm not really too thrilled about dealing with them in my voice, because I'm really not too thrilled to deal with them. So we'll see what happens. What do we got here? We would give them yeah, we'll accept that. If they want money, is out of the question. Or they want crude oil or something, or minerals, it's out of the question. I know this game can be a little bit boring, especially when the music is off, but the thing is, like, I turned it off so that I'm not getting copyrighted by YouTube. So, that's why we got no sound here, because right now we're just sitting here waiting for stuff to happen. And that can be kind of the boring part, which is why I'm kind of talking to you for as long as I am for each stint of me talking, because I know it can kind of be dry just sitting here, but we have to be patient with it. And we gotta get our neutrality down to a certain point before we can do anything. Also, if you guys comment in the stream, I will respond to it. But when the stream comes off, I will respond to it. So please stay in the chat for a couple of minutes so that I can respond to you if you have any questions. Because right now I have to run the recording program and stuff like that in the background, which reminds me I gotta look at something real quick. Yeah, we are. Anyways, so if you have any questions where you respond to something that I say, like some of you do, then just stay in the chat and I will respond to you when I turn off. Yeah, but see, I don't want to do anymore. it says that I can research one more actual research thing, but I kind of don't want to because the sixth one that they say I can research is going to be delayed, so I kind of don't want to do that. This particular episode of Horseman 3 is going to be a little bit boring, more than likely, but we'll get us into fighting shape sooner or later, and it'll get a little more exciting. But right now, it's a lot of sitting around. I understand that. Again, that's kind of why I'm engaging you guys so much and talking with you guys and telling you what I'm going to do with it, because it's going to be a while till we get there. I do have it running on 3 times normal speed, but it's still going to be a while. Oh, heck yes. They're going to pay us $7. Heck yeah. We'll give you supplies, Brits. You pay us money. Jeez. $7, holy crap. I realize that the Brits are in the Allied faction, but if I can help it, like I've been saying, I'm gonna try and keep the Japanese out of supposed World War II and just have their own little wars with people. If we do get pulled into World War II, that's fine. We will fight the war. But especially, I really want to keep those Americans out of the war, because that's going to be not fun to play with. It's just a game, but you know, if you know anything about Hearts of Iron, Americans and the British Navy and the Russians, yeah, have fun. That's all I can say about that one. And yeah, my voice sounds a little bit different because I'm getting over a head cold right now, but I'm not coughing as much as I used to, so I mean, I'm getting back to doing live streams and stuff like that. That's why I've been gone for a while, and that's why I put out a couple Sea of Thieves shorts without putting anything exactly new out. So that's why I did that, because I've been waiting to get to the point where it's not going to bug me too much. So we're finally back to that point in which I can actually do a live stream effectively, and my body's not really making it too difficult for me. Yeah, you see that one factory at the end there, it's down to May 37. So the brown ones always get pushed back, which is the main reason I'm not doing the 6th research slot, because I don't want to get pushed back on my research. We're importing money and we're exporting supplies. The Brits are paying us about 7 point something for the deal. That's why I took that. I don't remember what Romania is doing, but they are paying us money as well. I think it's a lot less. It's like, give or take 1 point something. But I mean, for me, it was an extra boost of money. But when the Brits really came with that kind of deal, I was like, heck yeah. That reminds me, I want to try and see if I can't kind of rape the Americans, so to speak. See if they can't pay me a bunch of money to give them a set amount of supplies here. They would decline it. Here's what I'm gonna do though. Okay. Well, let's see here. Offer trade agreement. We will sell you 8 supplies. Okay. But in return, yeah, they wouldn't take that. So let's see what we got here. No, that's pitiful. Belgium's a weak country, I get that. But, no. That's not even worth taking. Okay, well, their offer's probably gonna be pitiful too, but because it's the guys next to me here. No, it's worth more than that, you twit. Got 260 money right now. Okay, the Spanish Civil War has begun. That's always happens. Now we just sit back and watch how it plays out. Huh. Okay. So we could go through India, but that would make it a war against Britain. And we would have to go over there anyways and kick their ass. Trying to formulate a plan, I think my original, well, not original plan, because I was going to go through India eventually, but I think what we're going to do is go down from here and through China and go through Korea and this place as well, and this place, and Korea, and the places down here. Okay, so it's just past my birthday. Years before my birthday though. Haha. But it's only a couple of days after. My birthday's the 19th there. It's the 26th. So what does Poland want? I just might take that. Yeah, let's take that because it's not. We're making 12 per day. So that's gonna make our money go up. Let's see what we got going here. Yeah, the Americans are really on the Allied spectrum. Politics. Oh, there we go. The trade deal. Okay, so the trade deal with Britain has basically ceased. It says trade is inactive, most likely due to the party being out of a traded resource. What the bloody crap? They put themselves in debt and now they're out of money. Are you serious? the British are out of money because, well, they bought too much supplies from Japan. Are you serious? Wow. Okay, that's sad. That's real freaking sad. Also, when we go to war with Britain, because eventually we have to go through India and get the rest of Asia, I'm going to start to build a massive Japanese fleet. And when I say massive, I'm saying massive Japanese fleet. It's not that bad. Yeah, we'll do that. Just so we can make a little extra money here. The current. Let's look at the current neutrality here. Our current neutrality is 58. Okay, but what exactly do we need to declare war or something? I think it's like 32, I think. So if we wanted to declare war, we would have to have a neutrality at 0. It's right now 57. Okay. It's now March of 1936. So we're about to get some more divisions here, and by the next month. And they'll have the artillery and the anti-tank with them. So they should be pretty decent divisions. And as far as Hearts of Iron 2 and 3, you always want to have your armies, each one having 3 divisions. So that's how we're going to do that. I don't exactly know how the HQs exactly work, so if you guys have any cues on how the HQs actually work, because I'm sure there's people out there that been playing the 3rd game longer than me, and the 2nd game longer than me. So, if you guys want to help me out with that, please put it in the comments, either in the video form of this game or the live stream form of this game, because I'm doing both at the same time so that the recorded versions can be edited down. And for those of you that want to watch the entire live stream, you guys can do that. But there will be an edited version that hits the screen with a thumbnail, etc., It's just when you're doing a live stream and trying to get a thumbnail that fits the dimensions that YouTube wants to have, it is kind of hard to do, especially when you use the software that I do. So, that's that, to be honest. So my live streams don't really have, okay. I'm not too concerned about that. They're gonna get taken over by Germany anyways, so I'm not too hurt by that. Let's see what we're talking about here, because I only get these units in the field here. Republican Spain. Nah, man, you're communist. The only reason I took that deal from the Brits is because it was so much money. But we drained them. That's kind of funny. And then when I go to make another 3 infantry divisions with the anti-tank and stuff, I would imagine that I won't be done with these other 3 infantry things because they're a serial stack and not parallel, which means they're not going to get done all at the same time. They're going to get done at different times, but they won't be connected. Well, I should say that they will be connected. I won't have to make them into their own little units. They'll just be 3 units connected to each other. And so that's going to be a little bit easier to manage. But because of that, it takes longer to get 3 divisions out in the field. But if you want my opinion, that's okay because it's a little bit easier to get 3 serial units out there and be managed easier than it is to get 3 parallel units out there faster and have to be like, well, I want you here, and I want you here, and I want you here. Okay? I don't want to have to click on the same place 3 times if that's what I want to do. I would just like to be able to click on the unit once, okay, and then say, well, I want 3 divisions here, boom, that's done. So I don't think that the game is going to allow me to place each division separately because it's in a serial kill. Yeah, it's not a serial kill, but a serial queue. I think that means that they're going to build every division first and then allow me to put them into the field as one cohesive unit. But we will see how that works because we're about to get some units in about 26 days. Happy April Fool's Day, April Fool's Days, guys, because it's April 1st right now, April 2nd now. But in about 20-something days, we should get the first division of that artillery and riflemen and anti-tank and MPs. I forgot that there was MPs there, which reminds me, I need to take a look at something real quick. I'm not gonna do anything, but yes, they have 1 brigade of infantry, 1 brigade of artillery, 1 brigade of anti-tank. But I'm thinking that I should revamp that a little bit when these ones get done. And put a couple more infantry divisions with the divisions, infantry brigades, I should say, that make up the division. Let's see what we're talking about here. Okay, so strength is about 6,000. Organization is about 33. The combat width, which I think is the speed in which they go, I think. I'm not sure. Their heart attack is 6. And their defensiveness is quite high, and that's at 16. Their air defense is at 7. Their toughness is at 7. Their soft attack is 8. So really, it's not all that bad, but I think the next time we make these divisions, what we should do is vamp them up a little bit and possibly take the MPs out and put something that's going to help with the soft attack in there. The hard attack is not too bad, actually. I'm gonna let you guys decide and see how you guys want this configured, but I just feel like there should be more push behind it in terms of firepower, but that's just my opinion in all honesty. I sit on this screen until this first division gets done and see how it is. I don't think it's gonna be deploy. I think they're gonna make me wait until all three of these are done. Which, if we take those stats, the 7 heart attack, the 6 heart attack, and the 8 soft attack, and we multiply it by 3, that's really not all that bad for everything. So I might just leave it like that. And total is 6,000 in terms of military strength. But I'm going to make sure that this goes through and see how it's actually gonna go through, and then I'm gonna break for lunch here, and then I'll come back to streaming this and do what we can to get ourselves into a conflict here. Which reminds me, I want to go look at that neutrality as well. Wow, it really goes down slow, doesn't it? Man, that really does go down slow. Big time. Oh, you know what? You know what? I got an idea. North America. Support our party. There we go, and now they should start becoming fascist or some crap. But no, it's worth more than that, you twit. Okay, let's, because I'm sure that recruitment took place, so, not quite. I'm gonna wait until that reaches 100%, and then, ooh, yes, please, thank you, America, lovely. And then, we're gonna see how these divisions get deployed if they're in the serial configuration instead of parallel. I think what's going to happen is it's going to tell me that I have to deploy all three at the same time in one spot. And if that's the case, that's the way I want to do it. Because I'm going to make 3 infantry divisions for each army as you should have it. And then just put them at different places in Asia, in my territories, or neighboring territories so that I can use them during the conflicts. So let me see here. It's April 25th right now. So we're just waiting a couple of seconds longer till the 26th. No. Okay. Then how I'm going to do it, because I can deploy that 3 divisions right now, at least one of them, but how I'm going to do it is actually wait until all 3 of them are done and then configure them into their own unit. We're about, give or take, less than halfway done with the industry that we're building, at least from the ones that are green. A little less than that are not green. So for right now, I'm gonna take a break and get some lunch, and I'll be back after I take care of some other stuff. So don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button. But for right now, I need to get some lunch, and we will continue with this later. And we can see what history has in store for the Japanese Army and Navy and Air Force, and see what happens. Even though back then the Air Corps were part of the Army. So if I wanted to save the game, we're gonna hit this. There we go.
Finish it off, Barrett.
Can I actually? No, I don't think I can. So unfortunately,